Okay, we are live. Hello, Facebook and all other social media platforms. Today we're doing a thermopyral testimonial with Christina. She's one of our customers who we have enjoyed getting to know. And I just want to kind of give you a quick introduction of her before I turn it over to her. She is a 2 congressional medal winner of service. Let's do that again. You have 2 congressional medals of service and a Presidential Service Award. You were a ballerina, a Cub Scouts leader, Sunday school teacher, and you volunteer in your community. And you were also able to participate in National S'mores Day with your boys. Tell me about that.
I was. So a lot of the things that I've been able to accomplish, I was actually able to accomplish before my MS diagnosis, which in a way I'm thankful for, because I do think that, having MS and realizing your limitations sort of, at first makes you not really want to try so many things or reach out to do so many things because it's going to be hard or you're afraid of what may happen after. And for me, heat intolerance was a huge factor in my MS. It's really one of my biggest symptoms. And at my doctor's office one day, they mentioned to me that I should try this new vest for thermopyral. And I immediately was like, anything that can help me and not look like I have a, bulletproof vest on would be great.
Yeah.
And it's really awesome. I loved it, and it enabled me to just be like, I can go out and try this. If I still, hit my limit, then I know I've hit my limit. But it's really helped me to do a lot of the things that I was afraid to do for my heat intolerance. And National S'mores Day was one of them. I'm a mom of 2 little boys. They are 8 and 5 right now, and they want to do everything. They're super duper active. I'm going to see if I can find my picture of them. They're super active, and they are just like crazy into everything outside. They want to be outside all the time, more than TV, more than computers, anything. So when they
wonderful.
Yes, it's a blessing and a curse almost, but they really love it. And so being able to be outside for them on National S'mores Day was like a huge thing. And it was probably 90 degrees, and they wanted a backyard campfire. So now we're talking, 90 degrees and some fire and sticky marshmallows. And I don't know about anyone else, but when I'm hot and tired, I am cranky. I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit in the air conditioning. And I was able to put my vest on and go out and just have a good time. I didn't even have to think about my heat intolerance. I didn't have to feel tired. It helps my legs not to feel so wobbly, when I'm out in the heat. So that's really, really great. And I've been able to, it's very convenient for me. I was able to take it to a, what's it called? It wasn't down in Reddington, but there was a New Jersey hot air balloon festival. Ooh. And that was probably one of the first places that I took my vest, because it was really hot and I knew that we were going to be outside all day. And it was just, I knew it was going to be a pain in the butt. So here, this is from the hot air balloon festival.
Oh, look at those little stinkers.
Boys, and they really had a great time. They're able to go on the rides, and I can stand there with them, and I don't have to take a break. I don't have to go in and be in the air conditioning. They don't have to follow me into the air conditioning. They can stay out and have fun. And it lasted, the whole 5 hours that we were there. It was really great. It made me order another one so that I had like a backup one. And we took them to Disney World with us. And I don't know if you remember, but I did a Now I Can for Disney World, maybe last year or 2 years ago when we went. And that was a real test, I think, of this product. And it was so great because I put one in a little cooler bag and I carried it with me, like just in my bag. It's small enough I could carry in there. And then for being in the park for like, 4 or 5 hours, and then, it starts to get a little soft. So I would just switch it out, and I could take it off like right underneath my t-shirt because it's just stretchy and it's easy to put on and off. So I would switch it with the other one and put it into I would get like a little, like a Ziploc bag, and fill it at like an ice machine or something, or I would ask someone for like ice or even cold water at the water fountain, and I would stick it in with the used vest, and 4 hours later it's cold again, and I could just switch them out again. So we would cycle them for the whole days that we were in Florida, and that was just amazing to spend all that money on Disney World and be able to actually do stuff and enjoy it and not have to take too many breaks, not have to keep your, find a place where you can keep a giant vest in the freezer. You're able to just take it with you everywhere, and it pretty much does go everywhere. Even if I get to a day where I don't need it, I feel better knowing it's there. So we take it to the beach with us. I took it camping 2 weeks ago after end of July, and my husband even will know, because he'll kind of be like, "You're getting a little cranky. Do you feel too warm? Maybe you should put your vest on." And it's like immediate. If I slow down or I get like a little groggy, he's like, "I think you should put your vest on." And then it really is. And maybe part of it is like a slight placebo effect, but I love it. I have 4 of them now, because I have like a small size that I like for certain activities and the medium one. And I have black and white ones, and I can wear them with whatever I need. They fit underneath everything. And yeah, I love it. I'm a little bigger in the bust. So the fact that they fasten underneath your bust as a woman is just, to me, that's like the best part of the vest, is that you can fasten it underneath your bust. You don't have to worry about having a special bra or what you're going to wear. Your shirt still goes right over it. And no one knows that I have it on, so I think it's really great. My kids like it, because on a hot day, they'll come up behind me and like hug me from behind, because they can like feel it, that it's cold. So yeah, it really has been a lifesaver for me. This vest really has allowed me to just not be afraid to go out on a hot day. I've worn it in my garden, something that I just wouldn't normally do on a hot day, even the idea like going camping in the summer, if we're planning something like that, it's nice to not have to stop and think, gee, can I really do that in the middle of July? Or am I going to be near air conditioning? Am I going to be too hot? Is there going to be a pool I have to swim in if I have to cool off? And I don't have to do that. It can go in my food cooler. It can get put into the ice with the sodas, and it's cold in 10 minutes, and even when it gets soft, it still stays cold. So it's not, it's not like it's soft and it's done. You can run it underneath the sink in like a restroom somewhere, and it'll get cold again. It'll get hard again. So I really like it. I think it's an amazing product, and I think it's super duper practical for people with MS and other conditions too, that, lead to heat intolerance, or, make it so that it's harder for you to be outside or to do the things that you like to do. But yeah, I can't say enough good things about it. It's really great for me.
Oh, that was awesome. Well, just so if there's people watching that don't have MS and don't quite understand what happens when you get hot, what happens when you overheat and you don't have a vest, or you don't have access to air conditioning or a swimming pool or something like that?
So for people that do have MS, it's different for everybody. For me, heat is my worst symptom. So being out in the heat is what saps me the most. I feel like I have no energy at all. I feel like I came in after a really hard workout, and your legs are kind of like jello. I feel like that, and I can walk, but my legs feel very like loose, if you will. I feel wobbly, and I get really cranky. Like I feel slow. I can't quite move around as quick. And it doesn't affect me so badly cognitively, but I do get kind of fuzzy. Like I'm so focused on the fact that I'm tired and I feel hot that I can't concentrate as much on what people are saying or something that I might have to do. It's very, very uncomfortable. I know that I couldn't sleep if I was out in really hot weather and had to like overnight somewhere. It would be really hard for me to sleep. But I think just being able to you know, it really inhibited the fact that I couldn't do things with my family. I couldn't hang out when my kids wanted me to. If I was outside with them and they wanted to jump on me or play tag or something, like I couldn't do those things. And I just, your legs just don't, I don't know, my legs just don't go. Like they just kind of don't go how they're used to going. And it gets, you know, that's the physical part of it. But then that gets frustrating, you know, because I was a ballerina, like you said, you know, I'm used to being very active in my lifestyle. My husband and I hiked everywhere. We've hiked Half Dome, we've hiked a million places. And that was something that was getting increasingly difficult for me because you start out feeling great, but you know, your body temperature rises as you're hiking and doing things. And now I can just take my meds. Fine. But, you know, it might affect other people differently, but for me, I feel like I just can't move the way that I used to. And I feel very, very weak. I just feel like something sucked all the energy out of me. So it's terrible. It feels pretty terrible, but
Yeah.
it's amazing how once you can cool down your body temperature, it really does help, you know. So being able to cool your core helps, and you kind of have a better understanding of what they say when they, you know, they warn people in the summer about excessive heat warnings and about heat stroke, and you know, knowing the signs of that. And when your core does get too hot, like you do feel like dizzy, you know, and you feel kind of woozy. I'm lucky that because I have MS, the symptoms of my legs feeling weak happen before it gets to the point that I would be dizzy or passing out. So I can recognize it at least. But I think it's an important thing to understand. I mean, for anybody, people that don't have MS that are outside working, if you are a landscaper and you're mowing lawns all day, if you're a mailman or a mailwoman and you're outside all day long just delivering packages house to house and it's 90 degrees, you know, that scares me just thinking about that, because I know I could not walk that whole distance, you know. But even if you don't have MS, I think this could be a really, really helpful thing for anybody who doesn't like to be hot and uncomfortable. But yeah, I think it's definitely, you know, it's going to affect some people in a physical way for sure, being so hot.
Yeah, well, we designed the vest specifically for people with MS. We did over 200 discovery calls with our local MS population here in Rochester, New York, and they were the ones that told us that they want a cooling vest, but something that is lightweight, something comfortable, and something that's indiscreet. And so that's what we made, you know, and that's what undercool is, and that's what you have. But as we've gone along, we have discovered that there are other little pockets of the population that are really benefiting from the vest. And we have go-kart, people that drive go-karts love the vest, gardeners, race car drivers, and the best one of all is Santa Claus. Santa loves the vest. We have quite a few Santas that we've got Santa on our side.
I bet. I know Santa does some Christmas in July activities around here, and it gets real hot for him in July because he's used to cold weather. So I'm sure that would be a great benefit for him.
Exactly. Well, what is the next adventure with you and your vest?
Oh, my vest and I are traveling with my family next week up to Lake George, where we're going to do some hiking and fishing. Fishing's another thing. I spend all day outside wearing it. But yeah, we're going to do some hiking and fishing up there. And we've been doing a lot of beach trips. That's really our last big trip of the summer. We've been trying to pack in as many day trips as we can, just in case things get closed down again in the fall. We're kind of hoping that things will stay a little bit more open, especially with outdoor activities. But hopefully we'll get a lot of outdoor stuff done in Lake George, and I will not be afraid to try any of it.
That's wonderful. We are so excited for you. You got to take us some pictures and keep us updated on the Lake George adventure. We would love to know it. So earlier you and I were talking about our new challenge, our RIPUPMS campaign, and you said you had something that you wanted to rip up. So go ahead and tell me.
So I just put limits with my family because My family is so super important to me, and not being able to do things with them, especially things that my kids want to do that they should be allowed to do because they're little boys and they should be allowed to do crazy stuff like that, then I really wanted to be able to rip that up and say that, you know, I can do all those things now.
Rip it up.
Ta-da!
Yay! Oh, it has been an absolute joy talking with you. Is there anything else that you want to tell us?
No, I think I've pretty much said it all. I think this is a really great company. I'm thankful that you guys started it. I know that you've always answered all my questions, and I would recommend this to anyone.
That's fabulous. Thank you so much. This has been absolutely wonderful, and have a great trip. I can't wait to hear about it. And we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.